And a Virginia man is arrested near the Capitol with a gun and 500 rounds of ammo. Charging documents say Wesley Beeler was stopped by police as he tried to enter an inauguration security checkpoint. Now, when he presented an unauthorized security badge, that is when police searched his vehicle. It is still unclear why Beeler was there, but tonight he is facing several charges. And happening right now, the FBI is out with this new wanted poster right here following the riots at the Capitol. These 10 suspects all wanted for the assault of federal officers and other violence as well. Anyone who recognizes any of these people should contact the FBI immediately. They have set up a free tip line, that number at the bottom of your screen right there, or you can head online and submit a tip there.
Well, following the crisis at the Capitol, warnings of extremist violence have sent authorities across the country rushing to secure government buildings and fortify state houses. In the nation's capital, an unprecedented show of force will defend the peaceful transfer of presidential power. Chris Van Cleve reports for WJZ.
Tonight, Washington, the fortress, as concerns about violent unrest hang over democracy's dome. The nation's capital increasingly locked down, vehicles checked, roads blocked, the rivers surrounding the city closed.
What happened last week certainly raised our concern level.
Coast Guard Captain Joseph Lorang is leading the hundreds patrolling the water.
The goal of the zone is not only security but safety of all the people involved in the inauguration, the residents of D.C., all the people that are traveling into the area for the event.
D.C. police are asking for help identifying this man suspected of using a police shield to pin Officer Daniel Hodges against a door jamb seen in this video.
Their intent was to make it through into the Capitol and get to Congress by any means necessary.
Texas real estate agent Jenna Ryan, who took a private plane to Washington and bragged about storming the Capitol online, is now asking President Trump for a pardon after her arrest.
Me personally, I do not feel a sense of shame or guilt from my heart from what I was doing. I thought I was following my president.
Across the country, security is being ratcheted up as warnings about extremists targeting government buildings continue to grow.
Shame on this country if we try and normalize what's happening here. Shame on this country if we don't hold those that made this situation accountable.
California is among the states activating its National Guard to protect the state capitol. In Michigan, where the governor was targeted in a kidnapping plot, a militia group is planning to protest at the Capitol in Lansing, prompting heightened security.
Our focus is on identifying violent agitators and extremists who use the guise of First Amendment protected activity to incite violence and wreak havoc, as we saw at the Capitol.
About a dozen subway stations have already been closed ahead of the inauguration, and blockades like this one stretch for miles. D.C.'s mayor is telling residents to be prepared for heightened security long after the inauguration. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Washington.
And the TSA is also on high alert at Washington's 3 airports leading up to Inauguration Day. There will be additional law enforcement and canine presence at Reagan, Dulles, and BWI. Megabus is also canceling all its routes into and out of D.C. until after the inauguration. The company says it made the decision because of all the restrictions in the city.
And to put into perspective just how much security is in place right now, take a look at this map right here. So these red lines represent where there's tall, heavy fencing. We saw earlier this week, some of it even has barbed wire. Now the green areas, those are protected by smaller barricades. Thousands of National Guardsmen are in D.C., including about 800 members of the Maryland National Guard. Meantime, Maryland Congressman Jamie Raskin pressing police organizations nationwide are asking how to prevent more violent attacks. In a letter to Major Cities Chiefs Association, the Committee on Oversight and Reform says they are troubled by reports that a small number of law enforcement officers participated in violence at the Capitol. We know an Anne Arundel County officer now suspended with pay as the department looks into their alleged involvement. The committee asking the association for help identifying individuals within police ranks who have taken action to undermine efforts to protect and serve.